Welcome back to my channel Study Hours. Today my topic is Indus Valley Civilization. What is a civilization? Civilization can be defined as the process by which a society develops its own culture and institutions. At its zenith, a civilization's political boundary can be defined as it has a set of established rules and laws under a leader, a common language, religion, and customs. A highly developed and organized human society is called a civilized society. A human society is said to be in an advanced state when superior levels of knowledge have been acquired in the field of agriculture, urbanization, government, art, and science. Approximately 5,000 years ago, complex and politically centralized civilizations began to develop independently. These civilizations arose along a number of river valleys throughout the southern half of Asia and northern Africa. River Valley Civilization. The civilizations developed along the banks because the rivers supplied a continuous flow of water for farming and human consumption. It is helped in the growth of trade and commerce by providing means of transport. Provided important means of transport and communication, along with climate, vegetation, and topography, shaped the development of these early civilizations. The four river valley civilizations are the Mesopotamian civilization along the river Tigris and Euphrates, the Egyptian civilization along the river Nile, the Indus Valley civilization, also known as the Harappan civilization, along the river Indus, the Shang and Zohu civilizations along the rivers Yangtze, Kiang, and Honghe or the Yellow River, respectively, in China. Let us learn more about one of these civilizations. Is the Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization. The Indus Valley civilization, also known as the Harappan civilization, flourished about 4,700 years ago from approximately 2500 BCE to 1500 BCE. No civilization in the ancient world has shown so much advancement in civic sense as the Indus Valley civilization. It is best known for its spectacular city planning, which surpassed all its contemporary civilizations. Discovery and extent. The Harappan ruins were discovered while laying rail tracks in the early 19th century. Alexander Chewingham, Director General of Archaeological Survey of British India, studied the artifacts of Harappa in the 1850s. In the early 20th century, Indian archaeologists under Daya Ram Sahni undertook excavations at Harappa. Further excavation in 1921 by R.D. Banerjee led to the discovery of another large city, Mohenjo-daro, and the discovery of number of villages and towns related to this newly discovered civilization. Do you know the excavation of the ruins of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro pushed back the history of India by almost 2000 years. No longer was the coming of the Indo-Aryans believed to mark the beginning of Indian history. It established the development of an urban culture on the Indian subcontinent about 4,700 years ago. As most of the sites in the initial phase of excavation were situated near the valley of river Indus and its tributaries. It was named the Indus Valley Civilization. Later diggings unearthed the extent of this civilization, which stretched from Baluchistan in the west to the Uttar Pradesh in the east, and from Jammu and Kashmir in the north to Gujarat in the west. This was far behind the Indus or its tributaries. Therefore, historians also refer to it as the Harappan civilization, since Harappa was the first city to be unearthed. Sites of Harappan civilization. Mohenjo-daro and Harappa are considered the most significant sites as they are the largest in size. Let us learn about some of the important sites of this civilization. Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro signifies the mound of the dead. It is located west of the river Indus in the Larkana district of Sindh. Sindh is now in Pakistan. Harappa is situated on the banks of the now dry course of river Ravi in western Punjab in Pakistan. More than 100 sites have been discovered so far, thus making the Indus Valley civilization the largest civilization of the ancient world. Kot Diji. Kot Diji, situated east of Mohenjo-daro, was the earliest known fortified city that had a citadel and a lower town. Nausharo. Nausharo flourished south of Mehrgarh. Blocks of mud houses divided by streets were discovered here. Though a smaller settlement, it had all the features of a developing urban center. Kalibangan. Kalibangan is situated around 205 kilometers from Bikaner. Kalibangan means black bangles, a name derived from the terracotta bangles found here. Banavari. Banavari, situated northwest of Fatehabad, is a well-constructed fort town. Lothal. Lothal in Gujarat had a dockyard where a huge human-made canal allowed ships to dock. Dholavira. Dholavira is famous for its magnificent planning and the largest area it occupies. Rojdi. Rojdi flourished in Saurashtra. The excavation of the residential area has revealed whole houses, courtyards, food grain threshing and storage areas. Surkotada. Surkotada, situated to the northeast of Bhuj, had a citadel and fortified residential complexes. Alamgirpur. Alamgirpur is till date the easternmost Harappan settlement, which was discovered in Uttar Pradesh. Features of Harappan culture. So I didn't find any picture of this, so I didn't keep any picture for this. Features of the Harappan culture. Excavations at various sites of the Indus Valley civilization reveal a remarkable culture. It showcases elaborately planned cities, multiple means of livelihood, stratified society, and innovative craftsmanship. Let us find out about the different features of Harappan culture to know more about the civilizations. Town planning. The world's earliest planned cities had well-defined sanitary and drainage systems. There were well-developed roads, houses, and large public buildings. The main roads ran parallel to each other. Smaller streets intersected the main roads at right angles. The entire city was divided into rectangular blocks. The roads were wide and the corners were rounded off for easy movement of carts. Many roads were paved with backed bricks. Buildings. Harappan cities were usually divided into two parts, the citadel and the lower town. The citadel consists of public buildings, religious structures, and granaries. The lower town included the house and workplaces for the common people. The citadel. Some of the important buildings found in the citadels of important cities were the Great Bath, the Great Granary, and the Assembly Hall. Excavated in Mohenjo-daro, the Great Bath is one of the most striking features of this civilization. It is a large rectangular structure resembling a swimming pool built of backed bricks. It has a central bathing pool, galleries, and dressing rooms. Fresh water was filled from a well nearby and used water drained out through an outlet. While historians remain uncertain about the true purpose of the Great Bath, most believe that it was probably used during religious ceremonies. At Harappa, there is a large storage structure known as the Great Granary. This was used to store surplus food grains which were meant for consumption during floods or famines. All the granaries were built close to the river bank so that the grains could be easily transported with the help of boats. A similar granary was found at Mohenjo-daro. Near the Great Granary, there were several round platforms where grain was threshed. At furnaces nearby, metal workers produced a variety of objects. The Assembly Hall. The Assembly Hall was another impressive building found in Mohenjo-daro. It was a hall with thick walls supported by pillars. This hall might have been used for prayers or as an assembly hall for the public meetings. Dwelling houses. Residential houses were built in large blocks along both sides of the streets. These houses varied in size. They were built on raised platforms or plinths that rose above street level. Stairs led to the house. The houses were often double storied with flat roofs. Some were very large while others had two small rooms. Every house had a courtyard surrounded by living rooms, a bathroom, and a kitchen. These houses were built with bricks and have lasted for thousands of years. Drainage system. The Harappan people had an excellent and well-planned drainage system. The bathrooms had sloping floors and house drains were connected to the main drain. The main drains ran along the sides of the streets. They were covered with bricks. There were manholes at regular intervals which were cleaned regularly. The drainage system clearly shows that the people paid great attention to hygiene and sanitation. Society. The society was divided into three distinct groups. There were perhaps further subdivisions. The three main groups are persons who administered the city, groups of merchants associated with trade and business, artisans, farmers, and laborers who worked in the city. Occupations. For this also I didn't find any picture. Divisions of labor and specializations were two important aspects of the economic life of the Indus people. Some major occupations are agriculture, domestication of animals, artisanship. Agriculture. The main occupation of the people of the Harappan civilization was agriculture. Wheat and barley were the main crops grown. Mustard was also cultivated along the fruits and vegetables. The people of the Indus Valley were probably the first in the world to grow cotton. Domestication of animals. Animals such as elephants, camels, and dogs were domesticated. Buffaloes, cows, sheep, and the humped bulls were bred to be used as beasts of burden and other purposes. Artisanship. Artisanship was another important occupation among the Harappans. The Harappan people were expert potters. They used a potter's wheel to make pots of various shapes and sizes. Pots were generally glassed and painted. The Harappans made terracotta figures of different sizes. They also knew the art of using metals. The goldsmiths made jewelry, coppersmiths made utensils, the bronzesmiths made tools and weapons. Spinning and weaving were important occupations. Other crafts were bricklaying, masonry, carpentry, and boat making. Trade. The people of Harappa traded both within the outside India. Their trade reached Mesopotamia, Persia, and present day Afghanistan. Mesopotamian seals were found in some Harappan sites. Moreover, seals and pottery from the Indus Valley civilization were found at the sites of the ancient Samarine cities. This suggests that there was trade between the two ancient civilizations, both by land and by sea routes. Boats and ships were used for transport. Trade was perhaps carried out through the barter system. A variety of weights and measures were also used for trades. These have been discovered at sites in Mesopotamia. Religion. Unlike Mesopotamia, the Egypt, no buildings dedicated to the gods have been discovered at the remains of the Indus Valley civilization. Numerous clay figures of a female deity have been found though. This was probably the mother goddess, a three-faced figure seated in a yogic posture, surrounded by various animals engraved on some seals. Some historians believe to be an earlier form of Pashupati. Pashupati means Lord Shiva. A large number of amulets have been found. According to historians, These may have been worn as charms for protection. The people of Harappa believed in life after death. This is evident from the fact that excavated graves contain pottery, jewelry, and other articles which they thought would be needed in the afterlife. Language and script. The language of the Harappan people remains unknown as their script has not yet been deciphered. It is believed that their writing was pictographic. The script seems to have 250 to 400 pictographs. Writing was from right to left. The Harappan writing can be seen in inscriptions found on seals. Some inscriptions were also found on copper tablets, bronze implements, and small objects made of terracotta and stone. Seals. Thousands of seals have been excavated from different sites. Seals are small and flat and rectangular or square in shape. They are made of clay, soapstone, and copper. They are artistically carved with figures of humans and animals such as the unicorn, humped bull, goat, tigers, and elephant. These seals were used in trade and for administrative and other official purposes. Significance of seals. Seals are important because they tell us about the artistic skills of the people, the dress and the ornaments of the people, the religious beliefs of the people, trade and commerce and the resultant economic prosperity, a well-developed language with written script. Dress and ornaments. People used woven cloth to cover themselves. Men sometimes wore a robe over the left shoulder. Both men and women were found of ornaments. Men wore ornaments such as fillets, necklaces, finger rings, and amulets. Women were fond of earrings, bangles, bracelets, necklaces, girdles, anklets, and headdresses. The rich wore ornaments made of gold, silver, and ivory. The poor wore jewelry made of shell, bone, and copper. Artifacts such as razors, bronze, mirrors, combs made of ivory, and cosmetics, and so on, speak of the people's interest in personal appearance. Recreation. The Harappan people preferred indoor games. They enjoyed playing dice. They played a game similar to modern chess. Toys such as cards, human and animal figures with movable parts made of terracotta have been found from various sites. Decline of Harappan civilization. By 1500 BCE, the Harappan civilization was on the verge of decline. The causes of its decline are not certain. Some historians believe that one or a combination of the following factors led to the decline of the civilization. Ecological changes led to the decline of agriculture. Shifts in the monsoon pattern and changes in temperature made the area more arid. This forced the people to move to other areas. Natural calamities such as floods or earthquakes may have destroyed the cities. Increase in population, deforestation, or decline in agriculture may have created economic problems, leading to a gradual decay of the Harappan civilization. Changes in the course of river Indus may have left and land dry and infertile and not fit for agriculture. The arrival and subsequent occupation of the land by Indo-Aryans may also have led to the decline of the Harappan civilization. The discovery of the Harappan civilization pushed back our antiquity by about 5,000 years, when India had a highly developed civilization with a flourishing culture, well planned cities, great artistic and cultural advancement, writing skill, and prosperous trade. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel.